inside here, and then they put it in there. But the hood is not closing any longer, okay? But then they press the hood with force. And the result was that we have to change the hood because it was defective. We had to cut the hood because we couldn't get it off, okay? So the packing needs to be here on this rib, okay? Good. Okay, so then we close it again. Ah no, stay here again. If you have an emergency on the baby, you can see it. Something is wrong. Turn it around? No.
Yeah.
Now it's okay. So then you can pull it really hard here and look if it's okay. In terms of emergency at the baby, if you want to go from both sides directly to the baby in case of reanimation or whatever, you have an emergency access to the hood. If the hood is like this, you can take away the whole hood by pulling these things here, okay, on both sides. And now I can open the hood, and it's only 2.5 kilos weight, and then I can take it away, okay? So it's only a possibility for really emergency situation, okay? Jan, kannst du mal gucken, wo der Sensor ist? Hier der Sauerstoffsensor, der fehlt noch. Hier ist es. Ah, oh, okay. Thank you. I thought it's still in the package. Okay? So if you close the hood, just drop them down, and as soon as it's fixed here, try again if it's really fixed, and then close it again on the front side. Okay? On the back side of the incubator, you have an oxygen sensor. Okay? It's possible to insufflate the hood or the room of the incubator with oxygen. For this purpose, you have two options. You have to make a connection from here, either to the flow meter here, you know, this normal pipelines, this green or whatever you use for oxygen therapy. You can connect it, and then you can bring inside the incubator 100% of oxygen to insufflate the baby. I don't know if you do that still. We do that very, very seldom, only in Germany. In this case, you can measure the oxygen inside the hood, and you also can decide to have alarm borders, on the top level alarm and the low level alarm. In any case, if you are working with oxygen, you have to calibrate the sensor before, and the calibration is done on this transport incubator by pressing this gray knob on the sensor for 30 seconds. Please have a look in the display. Is it switched on?
No.
Can you switch it on? Sorry. Thank you. Now the display is switched on, and as soon as I'm pressing the knob, the green calibration light will flash, and it takes 30 seconds to calibrate the oxygen sensor on 21% of oxygen, okay? It's only a 1-point calibration. The other option to insufflate inside the incubator is that you are doing a connection between the ventilator and the incubator. Do you have high flow therapy on it?
No, because there is no humidifier.
What?
No humidifier.
Yes, there's no, but for insufflation?
You could only do insufflation.
Okay. But you have no option to get mixed gas from the ventilator?
As a single limb delivery of gas.
Yes.
To the incubator.
Yes.
No.
No, okay. Because we have that normally in other ventilators. If you have installed the option high flow, you can do it, but then you now have the choice no with here.
We can do it if we switch to non-invasive ventilation and we set up manual flow.
Thank you. I'm not familiar with the Leonie, you know, that's the reason why I'm asking, but normally it's working.
In nasal CPAP you can choose automatic flow delivery,
Yes.
it will choose according to leak compensation or manual flow delivery,
Yes.
which is maybe better for transport because of the consumption.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. But if you want to do that, so if you want to have a gas mixture inside, you have to use the ventilator for this purpose. Is it done? Is it done there?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Jesus, my fingers. Okay. Any questions up to here? Good.
Peter, a bi ti povedal izkušnje prvega leta?
Mogoče so bile vprašanja, da se kaj pregreva inkubator, pa da ga je treba ugasati. To je bilo največkrat jesen, pozimi, ko dela grelec z maksimalno močjo, to da se vidi tukaj, a ne, možno povečjo. Evo ga. Kadar vi odprete tipalo, valjda zazna vdor mrzlega zraka, grelc gre na maksimum, ko pa vi to zaprete, je pa grelc čezmeraj na maksimumu in seveda plošča je pregreta. Ko se to zapre, takrat začne naraščati temperatura. Takrat ne ugašati inkubatorja, ampak da kar puste, sam sebe bo itak zventiliral, slej ko prej. Temperatura pa ne bo narasla več kot za 2 stopinje. Mogoče je bolj fino, če se za trenutek nekaj odpre kakšen okenček, ampak morate gledati v vsakem primeru na te lednice, ki tlele svetijo, čim se začnejo spet svetati, je treba zaprti. S tem lahko na brzino nekaj ohladite, pa da se čim prej vzpostavi normalno stanje. Ker mislim, da je bilo to parkrat problem, pa da sem prišel zaradi tega pogledati. Pa seveda treba je paziti, da na temi 2 špičkah, ki v bistvu merita temperaturo, da ni, ne vem, karkoli gor postavljeno, ker tisto potem onemogoča pretok. In pa seveda klere, zrak prihaja iz te strani gor, na oni strani gre dol. To je bilo, mislim, da je bila najbolj pogosta. Pa mogoče še za baterije. Če opazite, da se to se pravi, baterija 2, to je ta baterija, ki drži najdel, baterija 1 je 15-minutna baterija, drži najmanj. Kadar vidite, da se vam, ko je baterija 2, se začne prazniti, pa da se vam tudi že baterija 1, bom rekel, kar precej sprazne, takrat je nekaj narobe. Takrat je fino, da se spet slišimo, da jaz naredim reset obeh baterij. To se pa čakamo dogaja zaradi tega, ker avtomobili vsi nimajo, bom rekel, njih najboljše voltaže in ko se tole sviča, mislim, ko se vklapla, izklapla, se dostakrat naredi tudi reset baterije. In žal, baterija potem ne ve čisto točno, ali je polna, ali je prazna, in zaradi tega se tole pojavlja. Je pa res, da smo na starmu inkubatorju potem najdeli tudi napako, katera pa bo trovala drugim stvarem. Tako da zdaj jaz mislim, da je v redu zaenkrat, kar se baterij.
Tisto opozorilo glede dvojnega napajanja je tudi fajn ponoviti.
Ja.
To smo imeli v Mariboru, pogost primer.
Tako, ja.
Ker to vsak iz varnosti, se pravi, zdaj imate v vozilu že 220 voltno, 230 voltno vtičenco in ko date kabel v vtičenco, napaja vse enote. Pa pridete zraven inkubatorja, pa vidite še 12 voltov, in vsak reče, super, bom pa še tole dal, in takrat vrže varovalko ven. Ne sme imeti inkubator dvojnega napajanja. Ali 12, ali 230. Če date oboje pa varovalko, takrat morate pa 1, 2, 3, 4, tiste 4 tipke pritisniti.
In pa na 12 voltih se baterije ne polnejo, takrat samo vzdržujete temperaturo, baterije pa ostanejo pač prazne ali nedotaknjene, se ne polne pri 12 voltih. Polne se samo, kadar je vklopljen na zunanjo zapajanje, 230 voltov.
I just understood that you're talking about overheating?
Yes.
In the first part.
Yes,
okay.
in the first part, yes.
And it's also important that you avoid to put any things left and right of these corners, okay? If you put diapers or some nice sweet little pads or something inside here, you get an overheating alarm immediately, okay? And this is also an alarm which you only can switch off by switching off the main switch, okay? Very important. because this is really getting on the nerves. This alarm is present. Okay?
To je samo, če pride do alarma, ki je overheating. Ne da se izklapa. Če vi imate alarm, da je presežena temperatura, ne izklapla. Če pa vi dobite alarm, ki je pa res, vse takrat se bo slišal, res tako je zelo neugoden alarm, takrat je pa treba izključati. Če imate vi alarm, da je temperatura presežena, pa da vi ne vidite, da gre z dela, potem je vse normalno. On se bo vse pobrez stabiliziral. Problem je samo v tisti plošči, dol spodaj, ki smo videli, ki je še zmeraj pregreta in ona seva.
Overheating is at 41 degrees.
Yes.
Okay? So this is quite important to understand because in frequent cases people don't understand why it's not working like this here. You can't do anything. If this alarm comes, you have to switch off the system and it needs to cool down for a moment and then you switch it back again. Okay? Okay.
Glede inkubatorja še en detalj. Inkubator ima vgrajen pulzni oksimeter Massimo. Trenutno v UKC Ljubljana poteka razpis za senzor neonatalni Massimo. In se ne ve, ali boste imeli LNCS, ali LNOP, ali MLNCS. Gospa Natalija dobro ve to situacijo, prvo se pa sploh vele trudite, da bi imeli eno vrsto senzore. Ko bo dognano, kdo bo na razpisu zmagal, katere senzore bo UKC sploh dobil, boste dobili ta kabel za tak senzor. Mi smo zdaj že pri IMS-u naročili kabel za MLNCS, ampak če slučajno dobite na razpisu kaj drugega, pa bomo spet menjali kabel.
It's quite important to understand that if you are in air transport and if you are using the Philips monitor, you can get artifacts in the area of the pulse oximetry. So if you are seeing a saturation of the baby of 158%, then it's obviously not functioning, okay? And this is the reason why we have a Massimo set integrated. The Philips monitor does have an algorithm which is called fast SpO2, but it's not a Massimo algorithm, although you can use Massimo sensors with the monitor together. So if you are going on flight transport, please use the Massimo system because this is air-proven, okay? And this is for sure, don't make any artifacts. Just a quick word on a basic situation. This intended usage for this transport system is to transport one baby, okay? I just want to make it clear because we frequently get the question, what are we doing with twins? For sure, if you have to take a decision as a doctor, and if you are picking up babies from a local hospital, and if you have twins there, and the second twin won't survive until you are back with a transport system, you can put also twins inside, but it's only an ultima ratio decision, okay? It's very important that you don't do it on a normal base, okay? And if you do so, please do a documentation, okay? Okay, on the back side of the incubator, we talk about that for a moment now. You have a filter. You have a filter, which is an electrostatic filter, and it has to be changed all 3 months latest. Okay. This is this one. If it is turning gray, change it before. Okay. But in any case, it needs a mark here when you have changed it last time in order to make sure that it will be changed on a frequent basis. On the back side, in comparison to the system you already know, we have now new holes integrated. And these are holes for NO brackets. Here's the NO bracket. These brackets, also the bottle of NO, it could be holded in this direction. And you have two different options with NO in these days. You can use the NOAA system or you can use the small system, the Knox box. From my understanding and from my experience, it's important that if you have a sick baby which you want to transport and which is under NO, that you don't change so much, okay? This was the reason why we decided to offer you two opportunities of doing NO transport, either with NOAA, and I guess you will explain it later on, or with the NOx box, which is here on the top. But if you are doing the NOAA and the transportation with NOAA, you have to, or you are able to adapt the bottle as well as the machine on the neoSAVE in order to make the transport from the ward to the ambulance car or to the helicopter, okay? Please don't leave that equipment on the system while flying or driving, okay? In these cases, all these systems are also possible to connect to a wall rail, okay? And they have to be adapted inside the car as well as in the helicopter to the rail system. Don't leave it on the incubator, okay? The incubator bracket is only for the transport intra-hospital, okay? This is quite important. And also as a safety notice, please bear in mind that you are not allowed to handle this type of equipment as one person. At least you need to be two people to handle such a system, okay? To avoid accidents, and we also have accidents with stuff which is lying underneath such an incubator, okay? It's necessary that you have two people, one on the front end and one on the back end, okay? And I guess also you will get an in-service on the trolley, and I'm pretty sure that you are also doing the security advices in terms of braking and so on, okay? Because this is also important. Good. So, any more questions to the incubator? You can also raise the questions in local language. I apologize, I'm not able to talk in Slovenian language, but you can ask the questions if you have questions also in Slovenian, and then we can answer them.
Lahko tudi sprašujete.